Hello everybody and welcome back into KeyBank Center from downtown Buffalo. The Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs facing for the first of two times this year. The Sabres going in their hell alternates this afternoon. The Maple Leafs in their normal road. It's the first road game of the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Buffalo Sabres first time this year in their alts. Here's Skinner down the right wing, spinning a check, playing it out front, and Tuck was knocked away by Joseph Woll. Marner has that and plays it up for Matthews. Toronto coming off a 3-1 win against the Stars, and that was back in Toronto. First two games of the season at home, the Leafs winning both. First 4-3 in overtime against Anaheim, the second 3-1 against the Stars. Here's Morgan Rielly looking for a lane, turning back with it. Marner to Nylander. Nylander looking to set up, he does for Rielly, in shoots, and it's kicked out by the netminder. Here's Tuck. And here comes Tage Thompson down the left wing, breaking in to Skinner. The shot off Woll and into the corner far side. Klingberg gets that ahead for Matthews. Here's Austin Matthews. He has Marner with him. Marner back for Matthews. That deflected off his skate and went wide of the Buffalo net. Back around to the far side. That's Skinner who gets to it first. Here's Deline in his own zone for Buffalo. Now ahead through center. Skinner right winging in. Looking, whining backhand shot. Stopped by Woll. Here's Nylander. He has Matthews again. Austin Matthews looking to help out. Does. He shoots, and it's kicked out again. Nylander back to the point. Brody unloads. That went wide. Matthews setting that, and it's off the boards and back out to center. Morgan Rielly chipping that off the boards. Brody sends that back. Rielly for Marner. Marner for Tavares. In Nylander back in front. There's a quick shot, and it went off the blocker. Dropped to the point. Giordano in front. Labushkin, the former Leaf, has it. And lost it, but got it to Bryson. Now up for Middlestad, and here come the Sabres right wing. In on goal, a backhand chance. It's taken away. As that back to the point for Bryson. Over to Labushkin. Here's Quinn, winding for a shot. It was blocked in front of Woll. Marner back into the Buffalo zone. This is the only road stream today. There will be 3 home streams after this. Here's a drop shot, and that one knocked down by the netminder. Now Labushkin looking ahead. Had help, but it didn't stay in for long as Giordano sends that back to the Toronto zone. 5 to go in the opening period here from Buffalo. We're scoreless as that puck bounced in front of Woll. Giordano has it. Off the boards ahead for Max Domi. Domi looking wide and shooting, and that just missed wide. A perfect opportunity. Liljegren unloads. That's off the pads and into the corner. Labushkin in his own end, hit there by Tavares. Tavares trying to dig that free. It's Vinny Hinostroza who's on it. Tavares keeps it in for Domi, but it's out. Yarncroke back to center. Here's McCabe into the Buffalo zone. Far side, Hinostroza's there. He finds Jack Quinn. Now Dylan Cousins down the left side with speed, breaking in on Woll. Turning back, dropping for Quinn. A quick shot, knocked out by Woll. Here's Yarncroke back into the Buffalo zone. Seconds running down here in the first period. Liljegren takes the hit. Here is David Kampf. In behind the net, J.J. Peterka gets that to Deline. Now for Quinn. Up the board side and out, and we are scoreless through 1 tonight here from KeyBank Center in downtown Buffalo. Well, a solid first period for both teams. No goals allowed. The shots were low, Forest side. The hits Forest side. Face-offs 1-0 Buffalo. No power plays. We're scoreless through 20 tonight from Buffalo. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Buffalo. The Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs, and their first of 2 beings this year, scoreless through 1 tonight. Face-off 1, it's controlled by Power. Gets that ahead for Tuck. Thompson in, Tage Thompson looking, spinning, dropping, Deline the shot. It's off the leg and into the corner, and there's a penalty coming, and it's going against the Leafs. So the Sabres will have the first power play of the night. Slashing William Nylander will head off for here. And the extra man advantage for the Buffalo Sabres. If you're wondering, this is the Sabres home opener. They were on the road starting with the Arizona Coyotes, and they came away with a win in that one, 4-3 in overtime. So just like the Leafs, the first game of the year was a 4-3 overtime win for the Sabres. And then their most recent game, also on the road, that was in Nashville. They won 2-1. Here's a tip, and it hit the outside of the post. Shorthanded chance for Toronto. But yes, the Sabres 2-0. And one of those games in overtime, just like Toronto. Leafs 4-3 in overtime, and then a 3-1 win. Sabres 4-3 in overtime, and a 2-1 win. So only 1 goal difference is the difference between these two teams. So here's Thompson winding and shooting, and it's off wall and bounces to the far side. The Leafs kill this one off and send it the length of the ice. Nylander out of the box. He's after it. Looking, dropping back in front. That's Riley joining the play. And he'll knock that back to the point, but no one was there to hold it. And the Leafs will go back to get inside their own zone. Matthews collects it. In behind the goal, now looking ahead with a stride. He has Tavares on the right wing. He's sneaking in down the right side. Winding, peeling for a shot. Stop, they score! Loose in front, it's Austin Matthews. He taps it by the left leg of Craig Anderson. And the Maple Leafs open up the scoring, 5:39 into period 2 here in KeyBank Center. Look at the opportunity. It's Tavares getting it to the net. Knows that Matthews is there for the rebound and just beats Anderson inside the left post to give the Leafs the lead. So the Maple Leafs with their first road goal of the year. They have a 1-0 lead here in Buffalo. We hope you're enjoying this far. As here's Matthews again, winding, shooting, and that one blocked, but it got through for Nylander. Trying to get that out front for Marner. It didn't stay put, and the Leafs will have to regroup. McCabe back into the Buffalo zone, looking for changes. Here is Power to Deline. Middlestad. Power still in the Buffalo zone here. Being pressured, but getting it for Deline and the open wing, and the pass finding Hinostroza. He's ahead with Quinn. Here's Jack Quinn to Middlestad. Stop. Bouncing puck, and the rebound in, bounce right back to them in time. Here is Marner. He has Nylander. Back for Marner off the side of the net. What a setup by the Leafs, but they couldn't get it to go. As it's sent back into the Toronto zone. We're halfway through this one. 1-0 Toronto from Buffalo. Here's Liljegren. Far pass. That outlet pass misses, but it was touched by a netminder, so no icing on that. Here's the opportunity. And here we go. So here's the chance inside, whining for an opportunity, but it's Brody that took it away. Hellish uniforms for the Sabres in their home opener, and they're down currently 1-0 in them as Brody looks for a shot. Lost it. Bertuzzi regroups with the puck. Played it out front for Marner, and that didn't stay on his stick for long as Peterka carries it out to center. Tavares for Giordano. Now ahead for Mitch Marner. Marner back, and that was given away to Olsen. Mark Giordano circling around, gets that for Bertuzzi. Here's Tavares, winds and shoots, and didn't get that to the goal either. Sabres back ahead with the puck. Olofsson in the middle of the ice. Here's Peterka on the steal. Ilya Labushkin breaking to the net. Stopped by Wall, kicking that out with the right leg. Here comes Bertuzzi, and here come the Leafs the other way. Bertuzzi looking, has Timmins on the rush. Connor Timmins stepping in, but won't get an opportunity there. Peterka, here's Timmins again with it. Spitting off, and he'll get it through center. Knocked off the puck, but Riley regroups with Reeves, and again, they cannot hold on to the puck. 10 seconds to go in the second period. Skinner moving in, winding and firing, and Wall steering that away, and we are through 2 here in Buffalo. Toronto the only goal. It's Austin Matthews with yet another, and it's 1-0 Toronto through 40 minutes tonight from Buffalo. Shots to goal in the hockey game are 8-6 for the Sabres, but it's 1-0 Toronto after 2. Hits are 13-5 Buffalo. Faceoffs 2 apiece. The Sabres 0 for 1 on the power play. Toronto has an ad one. 1-0 Toronto after 2. Welcome into the third period here tonight from KeyBank Center. The Sabres so far silenced along with their fans here on home opening night from Buffalo. Draw one. Here's Deline. That's off Marner's stick, and it ramps up into the Leaf bench just 15 seconds into this third period. Chances have been there for the Buffalo Sabres for sure, and Joseph Wall's been pretty sharp, not giving up many rebounds at all, and the Sabres haven't been able to convert, thankfully, because of that. Here's Nylander dropping it back. That's Klingberg stepping in and shooting. It got through, but it was blocked on the way. Here's Power. Matthews getting in there battling for it. That's Deline who carries it out to center with Jeff Skinner. On his wing is Tage Thompson. Poke, but it stayed in. Now it's out, and here's William Nylander on a break. Nylander in, scores! Just got it inside the right post before the net came off its moorings, and Toronto has gone ahead 2-0. It's a breakaway goal by William Nylander. Look at the movement in tight, perfect, goes up and over the glove on the outstretched Craig Anderson in desperation trying to make that save, but Nylander has too much movement and skill in tight. He's had that move so many times, and we've seen him succeed on it more than fail, and here's an example of success as he makes it 2-0 Toronto early in the third. Here's Alex Tuck on the left wing. A breakaway goal by Nylander has the Leafs ahead 2 now here in Buffalo, and the Sabres fans continue to grow more silent as it's poked ahead into the zone. That's Power to Skinner, and he'll carry it out on the right side. Skinner to the lean, in they come, looking, Tuck shooting, and Marner was in the way of that. He'll carry it out. Marner banked back down into the Buffalo zone. 14 to go. 2-0 Toronto. The lean up ahead off the boards. This finds help in Tage Thompson to Skinner. Skinner through the middle of the ice, and he is offside. Just carried it over the Toronto line, and the Leafs did a good job of keeping him to the outside and forcing him offside for a face-off here. 13:22 to go. 2-0 Toronto here in Buffalo. Draw one back by Tavares. Here's Klingberg spinning, gave it away, and got it back but could not get it out as Quinn had it, but a great play made by Tavares. Domi for Tavares. Leafs are ahead. Domi chases after it. Here's Max Domi to the net, shooting, kicked out by Anderson. Klingberg looking for an opportunity. Holds on to it for Domi. Domi spinning around, shooting again. That was blocked, and Quinn to Hinostroza, and out come the Sabres. Hinostroza left side. He'll just flip it around the far side boards of the Toronto zone. Riley got to it first. Tavares digging for it. And now Morgan Riley out to center and back down into the Buffalo zone for Max Domi. Far left corner, chase after it, kicking it back to the point. That's Riley getting in there, battling along with Hinostroza. Bryson wins the race. He'll get it up for Hinostroza. 8 to go here in the third. 2-0 Toronto. Fired in, here's Bertuzzi. Faking for the shot, but Vindelstad did a good job of getting back to cover. Bryson. And the Leafs at center, they look for it. Penalty coming, it's going against Buffalo. Järnkrok back to the point, Gregor. Here's Järnkrok looking, has a lane, his shot blocked, and the Leafs will head to their first power play of the night with 6 to go here in the third period, up 2-0. Jack Quinn will head off, and this will even up the penalty count at 1 apiece. Tripping is the call. Leafs are called for a slash. Sabres called for a trip, and power play for Buffalo back in the second. Now power play for the Leafs late here. A chance to put this game away. Draw one, it's controlled. Here's Marner to the net, and was knocked down. A great play made by Rasmus Dahlin. Opozo, and he'll get this down into the Leaf zone. A minute and a half still to go in the power play, looking to get something started. Here's Calle Järnkrok. The new Maple Leaf power play has had some great looks to start this year as they lose it here. Nylander tries to keep it in. It's Bertuzzi. It does a good job of that. Plays that to the point for Järnkrok. Off to Liljegren. Winds and fires. That one stopped. The rebound was out in front. The Sabres clean that up on the wing. Here's Nylander. Enters the zone again. Looks to the front of the net. That's given away to Cousins. And he'll just skate that out. With a chance shorthanded. Dylan Cousins. Great movement there on the penalty kill for the Sabres, and they do indeed kill the penalty. Sabres have it again. Cousins from the corner, looking from behind the net, and has everybody there, but no one gets the feed as it's dropped back to Thompson. Shooting, kicked out by Wall. Here's Matthews, 2.5 to play. Austin Matthews inside. Matthews threw a screen, gave that away, and at the line could not hold on to it. A minute and a half to play. Here's Hinostroza in. Dropping that, but Bertuzzi got in the way of the pass. Sabres momentarily got it back, but now it's ahead for Matthews again. Winds and shoots. That one deflected into the corner. Nylander back to the point. Liljegren firing, and a stop made by Anderson. Not much traffic in front. He'll swallow that with 48 seconds left on the game clock. Face-off will come here to the right side of the Buffalo goal. 2-0 Toronto. The Leafs going to go 3-0 to start the season, their first road game of the year. Successful as there's a shot that's fought off again by Craig Anderson. Nylander holds it in. Matthews in front. Marner shooting. That went off a leg and into the corner. And Nylander once again battling to get in there for it. He does. Back to the point, Giordano. Back for Nylander. Nylander in tight quarters. He has a goal already here in the third. Came on a breakaway in tight. Labushkin. Here's Nylander with it again. 20 seconds left. That's dropped back to Riley. And Giordano shooting, and a glove save made by Anderson. A well-tested play, but a bad giveaway that will cost the Sabres here. They pulled the netminder as they got control, but seconds later they lost control, and William Nylander standing right there for the empty net goal. It's 3-0 Toronto with 13.9 seconds left. Sabres fans are not a happy crowd right now as they're going to get shut out in their home opener here in Buffalo in the hellish uniforms. Here's Tuck. He'll carry through the middle. 3 seconds left. Skinner, and it's poked out, and that will do it. The Maple Leafs shut out the Buffalo Sabres. 3-0 here on opening night from Buffalo. Sabres' first home game, the home opener for them, and they cannot score against Joseph Woll. A well-deserved effort for him in his first start, or second start of the season. First one, a 4-3 overtime win. With this one tonight, he was sharp, and he did stuff where he mattered, and made the saves he needed to make to win this game for the Maple Leafs. 9 stops on 9 shots faced. The Leafs had, 12 of those shots were not on an empty net. So 12 shots on net. They scored 2 on 12 against Anderson in an empty net for the 13th. Leafs win this one 3-0 from Buffalo. They'll take on the Philadelphia Flyers next on the road. We hope to see you there. Coming up now, the Toronto Marlies at home, and they're taking on a familiar opponent in this race to start the season. The Toronto Marlies are going to take on the Syracuse Crunch, the Tampa Bay Lightning's affiliate. That's coming up now.